Welcome in. Iron the Bowl debate is back. I'm your boy DC Wolf. Tigers in here, baby. I'm in here with the king, the emperor himself of the Alabama Dynasty. That's him. And Tiger. I didn't know that was coming at the end. Hold on.
Let's get it.
Balls, but good Lord, man. Why
Let's
the
get
intro had to be so long, man? Why you had to hold a roll tie so long, man?
I have to count to 18 every time I do it. A lot of people, them little novice Bama fans, they don't know that.
Okay.
You gotta
hold it 18 seconds.
Yeah, like when I was like 10, it was like roll tide, roll.
Yeah.
Now it's much longer.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
And by the time I'm 85, it's gonna be like, woo, I don't know if my lungs gonna be able to take it. Killing the boy about to take that thing to 36.
My God, that ain't happening, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gonna try. Old college try.
Yeah, not the old college try, but I can't wait till this season start, man, to see this Kalen DeBoer circus that's about to ensue.
Oh, bring it.
It's about to be a circus, man, in Alabama.
Bring it.
Either way, if Alabama start winning, bro, the SEC is gonna be like a circus. You know, if they start losing, it's gonna be a circus.
If we start losing, you mean?
Yeah, if y'all start losing. Did I say if y'all start losing? Did I say
start? We said start winning. That's the letting your inner Bama come.
Yeah, I mean,
you're letting your inner Barner.
If he start, I'm a Barner. Proud Barner. Proud to be a Barner. If he starts winning, the SEC is gonna be freaking out. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But if he start losing, then Alabama gonna be freaking out.
Yeah. Recently, Greg McElroy, he caused a little controversy to some people, but not me. He said, if he said 9-3, it's gonna be about as difficult as it could ever be, which I agree. We talked about it. 9-3, Alabama is gonna be like, who'd y'all get this guy from? So who that boy's people is? He gonna be wanting to know everything. And then the wife don't go to church. It's gonna be, they're gonna rethink everything. So if he ever got around to the point he was at 8, 7, 6 wins, oh boy. Oh man, just go ahead and call out the National Guard because he's gonna need some protection as he leaves town.
Yeah, y'all gonna be a forgotten commodity if he start winning 8 games, 9 games, man.
Yes, sir.
Oklahoma coming in, man. Y'all can't do that because you know what I'm saying. Y'all win 8, 9 games, man. One Auburn gonna take y'all spot, and then Texas spot. You know what I'm saying?
There would be a disturbance in the force. That's like that wouldn't be no good, man. But what I did want to hit you up with, man, right off the top. How's that recruiter looking over there, man?
For us, looking pretty good, man. We're sitting in the polls. We're sitting top 5 recruiting class. So
top 5.
Me,
right.
Long as I'm inside the top 10, preferably top 7. That top 7, that's where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Top to be competitive. To me, top 10, you're gonna be competitive because Gus did it with top 10, top 12 classes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So some Saban teams and went to a couple of national championships with just being around the 10-12 area. So you want to be 10 and in. That's my saying, and don't take it.
Okay. Oh well,
10 and in recruiting. You know what I'm saying? What about y'all, man?
The stars are falling in Tuscaloosa.
How so tight?
Just as of the last show we had Duke Johnson, we were talking about, is he a 4 or 5? Why is our recruiter so low? Because we got a 4 to 5. Well, that was just last week. Then we came back with something I'm noticing right now, which is this is why people such as myself, I won't use the word hate.
And you finna dunk on recruiting again.
I question the process.
Go ahead.
I'm just looking at this right now on what is this? This is on 3.
You're dunking on 3.
No. They got Keelan Russell listed now as a 5-star. When he signed with Alabama, He was a 3-star.
Yeah. He won what he did when he won.
Man, he won 2 state titles for that. But here's the thing, though. He's still probably listed as a 3-star in other places. Let me see if I can find him on the other place over here.
Well, if you're on the On3, they're gonna have all of them. You know what I'm saying? If you hear
On3 do all I got him a 4-star on Rivals. So I'm just saying, man, it's so subjective. Cause one of the things I'm gonna do on my show, I got this big rant by Mancuso talking about how, Alabama. It's this guy from ESPN. I think he's a Louisiana fan too. He was dunking on Du Bois or Alabama in general for recruiting flipping a SMU quarterback. Like who cares? What? Are they having to rake the programs? Pillage the programs of SMU. Like, what's the big deal with that? Mm-hmm. But now he's a 5-star.
Yeah, and
that video was taken in late May or early June. Mm-hmm. And so now he's a 5-star. Still doesn't get over the SMU thing, but I know we had an inside thing. His trainer, Jalen Milroe's trainer, same person, suggested that this guy could be better than, and he is a winner.
Be better than who?
Better than Milroe in time. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And he calls, like I said, that same guy, Mancuso, and whatever his name is, he calls Jalen Milroe a quarterback, which I think is a little bit disrespectful. Gotta be careful. But outside of that, also
go ahead. I'm sorry.
The Tide has added Dijon Lee.
Okay.
The DB, that's a 5-star, depending on where you find it. You got 1 5-star.
Okay. If he get 1 5-star, he'll 5-star. You know what I'm saying? I can't argue with them on that.
Caleb Cunningham. 5-star. But not everywhere.
1 week for 1 day.
Huh?
He was an Auburn lean for 1 day.
Let me tell you something. I watched this film.
My favorite. Then he went and committed to Alabama. Man, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, I was watching this film.
Mm-hmm. Is he the guy? Is he the truth?
See, it's hard. They make it look so easy.
Yeah.
I'm about to run away from everybody, but when you do it over and over, you run away from everybody. Yeah. Nobody can cover you. Then he got some little moves and stuff. It's just hard to tell because it's like they're not doing it everywhere, so it can't be that easy. But he was dusting folks off over there in Ackerman, Mississippi.
Then I have to look at like the classification. If cats dusting cats off in 7A, you dusting cats off. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You can kind of argue a little bit. You can kind of argue a little bit when you go 1A, but they can, like people say, if you can play wherever you can play, you can play. But it is
you gotta make it good.
Yeah, but if you in 7A and you pulling off from everybody, you pulling off from everybody.
He was definitely beating some angles. People had angles on him, and the one thing that's impressive about Caleb Cunningham, and like I said, I hadn't even delved into. Well, of course, I started kind of after the Ryan Williams thing because he's supposed to be in his class, but he ain't in his class. Whatever. Mm-hmm. This guy, his jump ball is sick.
You can go get it.
He missed to go get it. He played basketball, I think, as well, and just ran track. He can go get it. I mean, now is he back there with what's the old rat face boy in Minnesota? In Colorado?
Rat face?
What? No, I'm saying. I mean, that's how I kind of jogged my memory. I just can't remember. What's the DB? The DB receiver name? What's his name? I forget his name. He's a really good DB. He ain't back there playing like jumping over him in high school. So if he get up there with him, maybe he can't. They about the same size, 6'2", 180. That guy's really good.
Okay.
Well, could this dude beat Kool-Aid right now?
No,
I don't think so. Kool-Aid gonna jam. Kool-Aid gonna punch him in the chest. That's Kool-Aid is a hand guy. Like, where you going?
Okay. Kool-Aid still?
No. I'm just saying.
Right?
No, Kool-Aid getting paid. Kool-Aid got a Kool-Aid deal, a bigger one than he had when he was out. We got a real Kool-Aid deal now. And then just to sum it up too, I know I'm sorry, go long-winded there.
No, you're good, man. It's recruiting, man. Everybody
I just want to apologize to the Plainsman Nation.
It ain't no apologies because look at this. It ain't no apologies, but it ain't no apologies.
You got one more. Yeah.
Go ahead with your who's
we have another 5-star.
Who's another 5-star?
Ty Hayward, offensive tackle out of Denton, Texas, Ryan High School. His weight, he's 6'4", so almost 6'5". Seen everything from 285 to 295.
Okay.
Haven't broken. Take a look. Now he's coming out of the 11th grade. This man's a 5-star in 2 places.
Okay.
On 3 and on 24/7.
By the end of the season, he might be a consensus 5-star.
Yeah, because at less than 300, unless he gets taller, he could be looking at a couple. Probably add a couple more pounds of muscle.
Absolutely.
And then like I said, when I get to his film, that's why you gotta watch it. You get to that film, and you say, "Oh, what you guys talking about? The 3 techniques, 2s? No, I don't know. Things change as you go to college,
Yeah, it does.
Sometimes it changes when you go to high school.
Yeah, that's true too. But it's like with that, man. With that, I already told you, man. I'm impressed with offensive lineman, defensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? With the Alabama recruiting class, look like he's showing up the offensive line, which is a concern. Defensive line look like y'all didn't add in defensive line. As long as y'all don't add defensive lineman.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm saying as long as y'all don't start adding 5-star defensive linemen, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with it. And then Caleb Cunningham at this time last year, you got to think at this time last year, Perry Thompson was committed to Alabama.
Wow. That's why it's so early, man. It's like
Marcus Riddick was riding around in the car with Nick Saban at this time last year. Well, before that, we didn't have him.
I hope Nick got his gas money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? DeMarcus Riddick, I think, had just maybe committed. We didn't have Perry Thompson. Cam Coleman was committed to A&M. Joe Phillips was, I think we might have just got him in the boat, but he was on the verge of committing to Georgia. So
Come on, Joe.
Come on, Joe. This time, bro, Perry Thompson was at Alabama just like Cunningham. So I wouldn't,
Come on, Joe.
Auburn could take what I'm saying, Tight, is Auburn could take Cunningham if we want.
We need you, Joe.
Auburn could take Cunningham because we took Perry from y'all last year.
We
took
Joe.
DeMarcus Riddick from y'all last year. You feel what I'm saying, Tight? You understand?
I want to send a special shout out to my homeboy Joe Phillips. We kind of need you.
Joe Phillips is a homeboy though, man.
Yeah, we need you. We may lose sort of a homeboy from the Gump. He's bounced a couple times before. He just bounces everywhere. He played at Pike Road in Montgomery, went to IMG Academy. Now he's back at Carver. So they think he's an incredible player. I mean, it's like they say, yeah, man, dude got some. Go ahead and let the freshman go and run some, catch kicks. Touchdown. I watched three of his years of film. Yeah, 3 years since 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. I don't remember nothing on defense because after a guy makes a 50-yard play, you kind of want to let him.
Yeah, but like when them cats play like multiple positions in high school like that, normally they are probably going to they go to DBR receiver a lot of times.
Right.
Like Eric Williams.
This guy,
he's like he's playing quarterback, man.
This guy,
he's playing quarterback in 7A, but he's projected to be a safety.
This guy's a true runner. He needs to.
He's running back. Are you talking about the running back? I got you.
Running back. Yeah. He needs to. I don't care where that young man go. Get him the ball. For his mama and his dad and whoever, get that man the ball. I do not think you're going to be disappointed. He kind of remind me like Emmitt Smith. If you go watch some Emmitt Smith high school stuff, which is hard to come by. Vision is ridiculous, but he's just faster. Don't know about his strength, but played some good programs too that created a lot of scenes.
Don't put them pads on him. It don't matter.
But he made up Ohio State though.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because like I said, that's one thing pay IMG. Everybody in the country done seen them. And I'm serious. This kind of dude, I think he go to Wisconsin and depending on who got, get you a Barry Alvarez, whatever. Heisman. He don't need much. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got 2,200 yards, but we lost 3 games. But better luck next season. I want to declare my dying affection for the NFL. He's still gone. I'm out of here.
What's up,
Thank
man?
you, coach. Yeah. So what y'all looking like over there, man? What y'all doing, man?
Like I said, man, we posturing. We doing the same thing we was doing last year. Same place. Well, we're a little ahead of what we were last year. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, last year, this time, before Big Cat Weekend, Perry Thompson was committed to Alabama. You follow me? Big Cat Weekend, Perry Thompson committed to Auburn.
I need somebody to disrupt all.
And it's the same thing with Caleb Cunningham, man. I'm not saying he's gonna flip, but it's a few cats on that Alabama roster, our commitment list that Hugh Freeze won't, man. And so, if Hugh Freeze won't him, man, I wouldn't be sleeping easy at night. Seeing what he did based on what he did last year.
I just put the hex on it.
We'll revisit it to see, man. Hey, that don't work no more. Nick Saban gone, man. That don't work no more. Nick Saban is gone.
Why you think he's still working? Why you think he's still working on campus?
Work no more, man. Don't work. Don't have the same power and effect. You know, he's not the head coach anymore, man. He's peripheral. So that's a nice tumbler there, man. Aside from the logo you got on it, but nice tumbler, man. Sorry.
You know, you're not going to get it. So no.
Hey, Ty, let me ask you a question. Okay, let me ask you. I don't want it. Let me ask you a question. Did you drag race in high school?
Yes.
I was in the car with you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I did.
Reminds me of a story.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
I got my license on a July 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Got a ticket on February 20th. They had to be paid on March 20th.
Really? Yeah. How fast? How fast you running?
It was so ridiculous. Cause I'd never break the speed limit now. Yeah, that's right. Anyway.
Okay.
So here's what happened. Okay. A good model student for the county. Okay. With my 2-point GPA. Huh? I'm driving 10 and 2, and then I got some hooligans in my car.
Okay.
Oh, with that shenanigan. Okay. Something that like a Challenger. I don't even know what car. I'm not a car person. Some guy right next to us.
And hold up, man. You said a Challenger back then. That would be like the Dukes of Hazzard car.
I don't know what it was, but that's how it sounds.
I am driving to look like the General Lee, but go ahead.
I'm driving a family sedan, Pontiac 6000, good American automobile.
Okay.
So it's a 4-cylinder, for Christ's sakes.
My God.
So this thing, I don't know if it was a Gremlin. I don't know what it was. Okay. All I know is that the people in my car are like, tight. I think he's trying to get you tight. What are you trying? Tight. I think he's trying to get you to the line, tight. How you gonna let him do you like that, tight? And I'm like, what? Like, come on, you gonna let him do you like that? And I'm like, of course not. Of course he's not gonna be able to do that to me. And so, as the light changed, I commenced to putting my foot through the floor.
Yes, sir.
And went off. And the hooligans, DC, I think being one of them, they're beating on the seat. We got him, baby. We got him. And as soon as that 4-cylinder started to, that thing said, ah! And I was like, whoa. And then that's when I saw the blue lights coming at me.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm like, is he gonna chase the faster car? Because he definitely was, you know, he's definitely not gonna come for me. So as I passed by the blue lights and turned around behind me, one of the people in my car said, turn down this road. You can leave them.
What?
Yes. Turn down that road. Went down that road. It was a dead end. Had never been that road in my life. Matter of fact, when the brothers pull up, they got me to the back. They took me back to the car. They was giggling. They was like, hey, it was like, you turned off the road like you was trying to get away, but this is a dead end. Did you know this is a dead end? I said, of course. Yeah, I know it's a dead end. Yeah. getting off the highway. I had no idea that was a dead end, and it probably saved my life.
Yeah.
So luckily, the hooligans were convicted by the Holy Spirit to help me pay that big $90 ticket, something like that.
What's up?
I was going 70 something in a 45.
But super speed.
They hooked me up and they gave me 64.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Brothers looked out for me.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
State Farm did not.
Yeah, I mean, at least the hooligans, you had some good hooligans. They paid some of the ticket, man.
Yeah.
I accept, man, because have you heard about the Georgia thing? And seems like they got according to some sources, it seems like they got an epidemic of car racing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just say for me, I don't want to normalize it, but let me not say but because I'm not gonna normalize it. It's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good epidemic to have. It seems like it may be a culture issue. You know what I'm saying? Wow. It's like, okay, and where I'm from, it was a culture issue with car racing in our age group. That's what we did. Wow. I hope my mom ain't watching, but that's what we did.
I hope she get them hips soon as she see you.
That's what we did, man. It was just like it was a culture thing. That it was like, bro, when you come up to the line, it was like, bro, get down on it. It ain't no questions when you pull up. You know what I'm saying? Get down on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I only lost. It was only a couple I lost. You know, it wasn't a couple that could take my car out. You know what I'm saying? But that was a culture thing when we grew up. It was like, this is what you do. So it may be a culture thing that's going on at
the track, on the road out there with me and my precious family.
On the road, man. We was on the road. We was on the road in Macon County, Georgia, on the back roads doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, right. And I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying for that age group and culture wise, it could be an issue at Georgia. Just like, hey, man, this is what we do. And then you give a 17, 18-year-old kid Dodge Charger supercharged car, man.
You said a quarterback got a Lamborghini.
Yeah, you got a Lamborghini guy with a Lamborghini. Okay, man. What did you say your car was? What was you driving the house at that age? Like, what were you?
It was my mama's Pontiac 6000.
And you were racing
4-door.
Right, 4-door. You were racing right. These guys are driving $100,000 Lamborghinis, man.
Track Hawks.
Oh my God.
What's the other thing? What they say that thing? Track Hawk is at 707 horsepower. I don't even know what that means. Yeah. All I know is that I got an expedition don't have like that kind of power.
Yeah. Get going, man. Get going, man. Them Dodge Chargers, Red Eyes, you know what I'm saying? Hellcats, getting go. You know, they got get going. So kids that age, bro, it's just like when you get on the car, man, and you hit that gas, bro. And you know the thrill behind it is just like, yeah, man.
It's still people out there that's my age that still got the heavy foot. Sure. I ain't gonna call no names. Shout out to you, PhD. I only like being on the phone, when PhD driving. It's like a ludicrous video. Oh my God! Let alone being in the car, but I only like being on the phone. Like, yeah, well, I'm gonna call and let you go. I'm gonna call you back.
Wow!
You like ludicrous. Get out the way! Get out the way! Move! Get out the way! Get out the way! I learned how to drive in Chicago. Move! Yeah, I'm like, I'm sitting on the phone like.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, man.
Funny.
I'm
you're not even in the car. You don't even want to be on the phone.
Not in the car. I don't want to be on the phone. Like, let me. What's wrong? I'm looking around trying to see if I can pass. Grunting? No, ma'am.
Hey, no, ma'am. Because it's you can't even say, man, I'm gonna give my kid an EV. You know what I'm saying? Because the EVs are faster than the traditional cars, man. Now
I would give an EV.
Know that, but
that doggone track haul thing, I saw that thing getting away from state troopers, and I'm like, but they said they had a bunch of 22 or so incidences since the guys had the fatal crash. But they were saying like since Kirby, it's like 350 traffic related infractions.
And what's crazy, it was going on with Mark Rick with the mopeds. You see what
I'm
saying? Yeah, it was. Yeah. So like I'm saying, it's probably just a culture thing down there, bro. They in Athens, Georgia. They down in the woods. You know,
I think it's
ain't nothing to do down there but race.
Yeah. But I think it's two things. I've always thought that for various reasons, Clark County is a little harder on the athletes. Because I will see people do things in and around Tuscaloosa or hear about it. It's taken care of. Same thing at most SEC schools, but I know it's just certain things just don't get to the headlines. Where it's like, man, Georgia offensive guard got caught jaywalking down by the bookstore. Oh, like everything gets blown up. But how do you? Is it you think it's possible you could change it? Could you have another fatal? Hopefully not.
No,
have another big incident that costs
it's
his occupation.
No, it's think about it, dude. You can't govern like how you can't govern a kid in his own personal car and how he driving, dude. He can try to change the culture and start having these culture accountable meetings where they talk about car racing and the incidents.
What about putting people on the bench though?
No, man, you can't put nobody on the bench because they driving fast. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I've seen the GOAT walk people through the front door. Then we're gonna take care of it, and he leads you right to that back door out of the program. What you call it? The gray shirt, or what they call it? One of them shirts. They get you, next thing you know, you at Texas Tech, or you moved on with a letter of appreciation. Well, he would recommend you. But one recommendation is you need to get the heck out of here. First.
I guess you can start penalizing people, and
there's got to be somebody low you can sacrifice. Sacrificial land.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Somebody that's not marginal anyway that you want off the team, they speed. You kick them off the team. I got you.
Did you ever see that? Okay,
out of somebody that's not important.
Did you ever see the Earl Spence car wreck?
No.
Okay. I don't know cars. It was a Ferrari, Lamborghini, or something, right? So they got a full stretch of this little town. It's a part of this road he was in. That car hit something, and then it went up, and because he got all the cameras and stuff, right? It flipped. It just was like a 600-yard accident, and you're thinking like, man, this man is like a world championship boxer and all this stuff. You think he gone, but he made it back out. But everybody says he hasn't been the same since that accident, and he got smoked out by in this last fight. I think what all coaches anybody that's dealing with this, you got to think about, you don't want that to be your cross, whatever the main thing is in Georgia. Sure. You don't want to see that track halt, You don't want to see that. What's the guy from Alabama? That Henry Ruggs. You don't want that to happen because they already got a fatal accident.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't on campus, but it impacted the program and the school tremendously. How many, if you keep getting 30 tickets of high speed, I don't think it's been drunk driving involved. I'm not sure, but high speed driving, and then you get another one. Then the president and the board of trustees got to come sit down with you. So you might as well nip it good.
Yeah, it's just like he's just gonna have to have a culture change. And
300. How long he been there?
Man, I don't know.
6?
Yeah, 6-7 years. But
350.
Yeah, it's like it's a culture issue. They
say he's way higher than the Georgia average for like a city, something like that.
Yeah, he need to bring them cats in, and then he need to have the leadership on the team start addressing it. Hey, this is, guys, you're not going to do this. This is dangerous. Like I remember an NFL player said, he got a motorcycle and drove up to practice in it. And you know what I'm saying? He was like, showed it to the coach. And he was like, the coach was like, the paraphrase is like, you big dummy. This is the dumbest decision you could make is get a motorcycle.
Right.
But he had no clue the impact that it could have on himself if he had an accident. He wasn't even thinking in those
terms. Yeah.
So it's like if you get people, their peers got to talk to them and say, hey man, this is what can happen. And you start having classes, and then you got to hope it sinks in their head. But again, it's that age group, dude. As you get that age group, they go. We race in 4-door cars, man. You giving these guys Lamborghinis, man. So it's. I don't know if you can. I don't know what you can do with that, man.
I do. I got that one too. What? You come in there, do that pinky. Come in like pinky.
What's that?
All right, bring it in, dogs. Bring it in. And a little Coach McCarty, but you got to get kind of graphic with it. If another in this room get a ticket, I'm going straight to the judge. I'm going to rip your license down. Well, Coach, you can't do that. Try me. I'll take your license and stick it, and take my knife and stick it into my wall. Shit.
Yeah.
Just start taking. You gotta make man. You gotta get real, because I don't want to see an Earl Spence like video happen on top of that college campus. Now, right now, I could get crazy and say, hey, don't go to Georgia because they hard on people over there. Come over to Tuscaloosa. But I'm looking for the safety of these kids, of these programs, of the students that's there walking around, riding bikes, or people that's going to their late night. On their late night tip trying to get, and you got this dude flying through campus at 130 miles an hour or something crazy in the track hall.
I don't know what that dance was, but go ahead.
That's when you tipping out you tipping out. You gotta, you been to the dorm, you had your little good time. You go. Hey, I don't know. I mean, you've been married a long time, but when I got on you took me down the street trying to get back to the car because you got to go to the house. You got to get up and go to work in the morning. You tipping up out of
I don't look like you could make a silhouette out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some people say it's a silhouette imprinted on a couple of buildings down there at Tuskegee.
You know what I'm saying? The little tip is that'll be dope. But speaking of that, man, speaking of that, man, cars, man, and it's amazing, like the cars that these kids are driving with the quarterback driving a Lamborghini for Georgia, man. Shedeur Sanders, I saw he was driving a
Fitbit.
A Rolls Royce or a Bentley or something. It's like insane. The Tesla truck. Speaking of my man,
Tesla trash can with wheels. Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking to my man, you don't like the Tesla truck, man?
I posted this picture. It looks like that little silver trash can that's pretty popular. If you take it and put it on the side, it's the same thing. That man should be hit with a copyright infringement. Go ahead.
That's what's up. So with Shedeur Sanders, man, word on the street is he came out and was saying that Colorado is everybody's Super Bowl for this year. What you think about that? What you think about my man Shedeur saying that Colorado is?
I think he misspoke.
Okay, he misspoke.
It's probably more like everybody think that Colorado is their homecoming.
Woo!
Because I don't know where a 4-8 team becomes somebody's Super Bowl. Because really, maybe last year, beating Deion Sanders, depending on who you were, or Coach Sanders, or Coach Prime, or Coach whatever he is, beating him last year was kind of like, okay, got that. Beating him twice, based on the fact he's been beat by 8 people. Lost 2 championship games at Jackson State. It ain't like it's not like you beating you Dabo beating Nick Saban in the heyday. It ain't that, sir. Come on, be serious.
I think with Colorado, man, and I'm gonna kind of come from a different angle. I think Colorado is a lot of people's Super Bowl.
Hold up. Now I would say that probably in the Pac-12 it was last year, but they're in the Big 10, right? The big what is?
No, they're in the Big 12 this year.
Big 12.
Yeah, I think they are. In
public schedule.
With a caveat. Go ahead, but with a caveat, I think they are. And the reason I'm saying it is, I think it's because of their brashness, and they would say confidence. Some people would say arrogance, and a lot of people, man, a lot of traditional people, they want to see the paint knocked off Colorado. You see what I'm saying? They want to see the arrogance knocked off Colorado. That I talked to a person, and that's really the underlying thing. What it really is people want to see them humble. Not to say they are not humble, because you can be humble and be confident. You feel what I'm saying?
I think it's hard to humble like a Coach Sanders. That just
but you see people they're operating off confidence, but a lot of people say it's arrogance, and a lot of people want to see them humble, bro. So when they come to town,
remember last year,
leave with their head down. So that's why I could say yes, it could be a Super Bowl. Unlike the guy from Texas, yours, who said in the SEC we're going to be everybody's Super Bowl. That's totally different, man. Because in the SEC,
now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. I didn't know he said that.
He said
first of all, I didn't know he said that. He already on the calendar. I mean, coming from the little place where nobody won a national championship, the whole conference except for Oklahoma in the last 20 years.
Right. He said that.
Coming to a conference where you got we got 5 people that won championships in the last 20 years, 6 in the last 30. If you go back to Tennessee, Auburn, Florida, LSU, Alabama, Auburn,
Georgia. Yeah, you got a lot 7 of teams, bro. Yeah,
bro, you lost your mind, man. Yeah, you know, when he does take hit, his body doesn't take hits that well. It's possible that the brain probably got hit, juggle a couple of times in a couple of them games. When against Alabama game, must have been some other game. But that's ridiculous. Now I ain't trying to be funny. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't know he said that, or either I'm just remembering right now that it probably took me to such a level of irritation that I'm just thinking like, I can't believe he said that. This is absolutely. Are you sure that he said
positive that? When you said that.
No, you talking about Arch Manning said it because he kind of like high school age, so maybe he said something silly like yours has been around long enough to know. Don't poke the bear, boy.
He said that Texas will be every SEC team's Super Bowl. I'm like, dude, Texas is just a team in the SEC now, man.
You need to go find Cody.
Like with Texas and Ohio, I'm just finna say Ohio, but Texas and Oklahoma coming in, bro. It's a nostalgia of just playing somebody you haven't played. But it's just like, bro, when we play Oklahoma, I'm gonna be like, okay, bro, we got Missouri. I'm gonna be like, bro, we got go to Missouri. I'm on to the next one, bro. I'm like, man, we got Texas A&M coming up. We got Alabama coming up. Man, we got to go to Kentucky and we got to go to Missouri. I'm like looking at the Missouri game like, that's a big game.
It was the great Jamie Foxx. It was the great Jamie Foxx who said a long time ago, Quinn Ewers, you better blow that stuff out. Let it go. When you take the smoke in, you better let it out. And I'm talking about all kinds of stuff. Whatever it is that makes you high, you better let it go. If you're getting crunk up, first of all, your emotions better be right in the SEC. You fight for your life against South Carolina, you better get over it and then go over to, because you got to go to Florida and you don't know what you might find in Florida. I don't know. Florida may step up. And then when you go to Tennessee, you got to fight. You got to fight the crowd. You got to fight the team. You got to fight that offense two times to fight. And then you got to fight the fact that you may be in just to get to Neyland Stadium. If you don't like driving around mountains, you know what I'm saying? You got to fight to get to the stadium.
This man said the same thing, Ty. He said the same thing. That's more, Shedeur Sanders' thing is more accurate for that reason, not because now he might think it's because they are a great team. But it's not because they are a great team. It's not because you got a championship Alabama or undefeated Auburn or Cam Newton coming to town or undefeated Georgia where you're like, oh my God, this is the game. This is like, bro, Texas is just gonna be another game in the SEC.
I'm gonna throw this out there.
And this is every week here, man.
Do you remember last year? I think he only did this one time at Colorado last year.
Okay.
Somebody put on my theme music. They played that song one time, then it was gone. Then after them first wins, he was like, "Yep, I'm yep. Let's do it." In the press conference, he was almost coming that thing like Big Daddy Russ. What's his name? Big Daddy on Good Times. He was coming in like you know, like that.
Yeah.
And then when they got their chest kind of semi-caved in by Colorado State, and everybody was like, people was like, hey, Colorado State didn't have a decent football team. They didn't. They just refused to be disrespected.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like, we made it through, and did this, and he kind of still had his mystical side on, you know what I'm saying? He had a little bounce to him. Yeah, but when that USC game,
the Oregon.
Yeah, I forgot. Oregon took the wind out from beneath the wings, and it was like, yep. He's like, did they put one on us? And I was like, no.
That's football, bro.
He was like, they put one on us. He said, that's how it go. And
get us while you can. Yeah, get us while you can.
Get us while you still just that glimmer of sweat of over exuberance was still there.
Yeah.
But by the time we rolled through the end of that season, man, that dude came. What is it? Hold on, man. That dog
it was a different tone.
He came to it like
it was a different tone.
He said, "Yeah, we didn't block well, we didn't catch well, we didn't." Like he just started writing stuff down. Like it's been happening the whole time, y'all. But today I can see that it's not. This is not. He said, we just didn't do anything right, and we're gonna work on. No, don't come to me with the. How you gonna go from sounding like Floyd Mayweather at the beginning of the season? Now you sound like Mark Rick on any given day.
Yeah,
so.
Football.
Huh?
That's football, man. That's football.
But it's like he started coming to sound like Mark Rick, introspective. Yeah. No, that ain't prime. That ain't prime. Prime supposed to be,
Yeah, this is the thing though with football. This is what I think they don't really get. And this is the thing that I think
he should get it because he played with 22 other people all the time who wasn't him.
This is the thing with Prime that the other players don't get. And they're trying to talk like Prime in his heyday, and Prime could control what Prime did on that album.
He had an equilibrium. Internal equilibrium was at balance.
Right, but it matches play on the field that he can control himself. You see what I'm saying? Prime, think about this. In the NFL, Prime wasn't bragging on the Dallas Cowboys or the San Francisco 49ers or the Atlanta Falcons or the Ravens. He was bragging on Prime himself. You can control that.
Right.
Colorado can't control, as you said so many times, you can't control what everybody does on the team, different temperatures. I lost my girlfriend this week. I lost my grandmama. I don't feel like playing today. I'm getting NIL calls. Bruh, I want to give up football. You got 85 guys with different personalities.
Oh my God.
So many things happening. That's why you have to, and I used to call it, man, blowing smoke, but Nick Saban called it rat poison. And I'm thinking about leaning more and we call it pole mouthing like Pat Dye and all them cats used to do. But bruh, it is some merit to it if you think about it, because it's very unpredictable for 17 to 18-year-old guys week to week. So you can't go out and just be bragging on the whole team. Yeah, we're going to do y'all. But you saw what happened to New Mexico State and Auburn. You saw what happened to Louisiana.
In a given Saturday.
In Auburn. Bro,
USF, was it USF in Alabama?
Yeah, it was, bro. They was in a dog.
Especially when you're unsure, you're uncertain. We're going to play both quarterbacks because we don't know. It's like they had to put a quarterback in to win the game.
Right, exactly. That's you can't go around and like you, Deion Sanders, and these guys, man, going around like, bro, you gonna beat everybody week to week like that. And I think that's the problem they're having, bro. You need to recognize you need to have some kind of football humility just off the top, like, bro, hey, I don't know about these guys could beat us, man. You need to be measured, man.
That's that thing, man.
People want to knock that off of them, and people want to see them. People want to see them humble, and a lot of people want to see them humiliated.
But I still don't think. I guess you could say like I still don't see that as a Super Bowl game.
But that's why I'm saying people. That's what he's receiving.
Because I don't go to a Super Bowl game I don't go into the Super Bowl looking for a beating. You know what I'm saying? I look for a competitive game, sure. And I just don't think. My thing is, from my personal stance, I don't think half of their games are going to be competitive for Colorado. But I would say this: I think it was Jocko Willett. I don't know if you've heard of him. Kind of he's not necessarily a motivational speaker, but he does motivate. He's a ex-SEAL, and he was talking about the repetition of the SEALs. Why are they so? How can you be calm doing that job?
Okay.
And what it is like you got to lead in calmness because it's about to get so hectic. One thing you say, like Saban was kind of like he was on an edge. You can get cussed out at any minute. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't stay on 10, and this guy was talking about leading people into combat situations, and everybody know what their job is. So you spend more time on the details and the fundamentals and the repetitions of everything you got to do and executing your plan, so you can be at peace and think clearly when things go off. See, because I saw that in one of them games with Colorado, where it was like, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at one of them teams, and it didn't come to fruition in the second quarter. And what did you see? You saw this whole team did this, and I'm like, man, that coach has a lot of influence, or emotional influence on the team. If everybody's shoulders can get like this, and then Shador and Travis Hunter, the only people out there just still going because they're the only ballers they had at the time. And I don't know, we don't know, but then you change your coaches because some people left or was sent away. You bring in new coaches, they still got to put in their spin. We still don't. I know he's trained people, but do we know that Warren Sapp is the best coach to have?
Sure.
For your team, you know what I'm saying? What if everybody come out there being Warren Sapp? Ain't nobody bathing during the week, and they just going to Saturday, and they just doing Warren Sapp like stuff. That would be great. But what if a dude out there doing stuff he shouldn't be trying to do because he ain't Warren Sapp? He don't have the feet. He's not a former tight end like Warren Sapp. You know what I mean? So but I would say this: look at their schedule. And I'm calling this today. If I'm not mistaken, it's hard to call it really, but North Dakota State is the first game they play, and that was a rebuild year for them last year. So this year could be a championship year,
bro. North Dakota State ain't nothing to be played with, or nothing to be taken lightly.
Appalachian State beat Michigan.
These cats, man, I'm telling you,
they smaller.
Before you go on with the schedule, I'm gonna say this in with the whole thing about Quinn Ewers and him and the SEC. The difference though with Colorado is like maybe 1 or 2 games away from being like the joke of college football. It's not gonna know. I'm serious, man.
It's true.
It's no longer gonna be a Super Bowl. It's just gonna be like, bro, they are like a couple of losses. Like say like within the first, they start the season maybe like 1-2, 1-3. They're gonna be the laughing stock of college football. They're gonna be a joke, man. They're not taking it seriously anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I think just off of being fired up and a championship level preparation that North Dakota State can do. Like North Dakota State is not D1. I know their sizes are different, but see, they know them coaches are getting them ready to make a championship run. It ain't like they're going to play Texas,
bro.
It ain't like they're going to play Oklahoma for the big paycheck. This thing for them could send shockwaves through whoever else they got to play. Man, they beat Colorado like it wasn't nothing.
Now, for them, this is going to definitely be their Super Bowl.
It's going to be a big Super Bowl because it's going. I got North Dakota State winning that game, man.
Bro, if North Dakota State beat Colorado, man,
but they're not a sorry team.
I know they aren't, but I think Colorado. I think the Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders. I think the athleticism of those two guys, they just probably gonna be hanging.
Hey, back in the day when Appalachian State beat Michigan.
Yeah, I know.
You remember that? Oh, but this is the rest of the story.
Excited, man. I'm ready to see that game.
Here's the rest of the story, though, man.
I'm ready to see that game. I'm ready to see Colorado State.
Well, stay outside. I drive out my car, hit you dead in your chest, and get back and go home. Take it back to the huddle.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna straight hit. I don't play offense. So
State gonna beat Colorado.
I'm thinking they're gonna beat them, man. Because here's the thing: that year was the Appalachian State year. Appalachian State didn't go far in the D1AA thing. They didn't win the championship of 1AA. They still were just like a top level team. But you know who was winning the championship in them years? North Dakota State. They still knocking out suckers. Because not only did they don't have the size, but they got good scheme. You see what I'm saying? They ain't trying to really overpower people, but they
first game.
Huh?
It's the first game, right?
Yeah, I think they'll mess around and beat old Drew Rule, another smart coach. You know how to get that money out the system. They play Nebraska next.
I don't know, but see, this is the thing you have to look at too. Number one, they are starting a whole new defensive scheme and everything.
So about Colorado?
Yeah, they're starting they got a new defense coordinator, new defensive scheme, new defensive line coach. You know what I'm saying? I think
who's the backup quarterback for Colorado?
I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, right. That part. So it's just like with Deion Sanders, and then he has a new offensive coordinator. He took over. I think this guy took over maybe midway through the season last year. You know what I'm saying? But you got new components, man, especially on defense. So that being the first game and you playing a well-oiled machine, we'll see, man.
I'm thinking North Dakota State is a toss-up, man, but I think it's a toss-up, but okay, I just think between Nebraska and Colorado State, Nebraska and North Dakota State, I just think I don't know what Rule may do, man. Everybody's they back and forth on him. He was at Carolina, got fired. He was at Baylor where he did pretty good, but that was somebody's team.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He got a good quarterback out of the portal and a good backup. He signed like the number one quarterback in the nation last year that flipped from Georgia. So I'm gonna be honest, in that game with Nebraska last year, Nebraska had a good scheme. It's just the quarterback turned the ball over 50 times in the game.
Here we go. And then know who number 3 is? So we ain't got to call Will, but just to think of number 3, that's the Iron Bowl, baby.
They got Colorado State in here. Oh my!
And they're going to Colorado State this time, so they're gonna be chunking rocks at the bus.
They go to Nebraska this time too, right?
Yeah, they're gonna be throwing rock. Point. Their year to win from a road standpoint, it was last year.
It was last year, right?
This year is gonna be rougher.
You see what I'm saying? That if they lose 2 of those games, man, I'm telling you, if they lose 2 of those games, they are the laughing stock of college football.
I think the thing that really set them up is I had them losing to TCU last year, and I didn't know TCU just.
I did. I really didn't. I was like, that was
because you one told me, said, man, TCU lost all their water boys and 50 football players.
Yeah, I'm like, man, and then when they won, I'm like, bro, y'all didn't beat nobody. TCU lost most of their players and their production and was only returning like 18% of their production off a team that got beat, the worst a team has ever been beat in a bowl game in history, when they were full staffed.
That's when they said only way we're gonna let a team like TCU back in the playoffs if we have 12 teams. They said we're gonna make the change right now because that's ridiculous. We losing money on y'all.
Oh my God, man, tight.
So then you got Baylor. That may be a breather for them, but I ain't looked at Baylor. Baylor, man, they hit them.
No. They that's gonna be a game.
It's gonna be a game.
It's gonna be a game. Yeah. Baylor gonna be a
game. I gotta find it. I'll send it over. I called all these games along, right at the end of the season. I was like, based on what I just saw, I know I didn't have them winning more than 5 games.
Yeah, we all said
I may have been off.
We all said the same thing, bro. We was like no more than 5 games, and they could win 2. You know what I'm saying? So
about this year coming up, 2024.
Last year, what we were saying.
No, I'm talking about 20. I'm at the end of the 2023 season.
Okay, hit the schedule right quick, and we're gonna close out. Hit the schedule.
Okay. So then they got to go ride the bus, baby. Gus bus.
I think Gus gonna do them, bro. Gus gonna do them cats. Gus them gonna. You know what, Gus, man, he that type of cat. Number one.
See your weakness to tear you up.
Yeah, Gus is like this dude, man, who kind of like just get on your nerves, that do this quirky stuff and get in like this mad scientist stuff.
I haven't noticed that.
You know, he do this stuff that you be like,
continue.
That from, bro.
Fascinating.
Like that time when he caught Nick Saban with that last play of, regulation where where they had the special team people off and he ran the people on and tricked them. He'd be doing this tricky stuff. You'd be like, bro, it's not even a football.
It's shocking
play. It's not a football play, man. This dude, yeah, he's known for doing that, and he's known for winning these games, bro. That's coming in and winning these big games. So I think Gus them gonna really and deplorable. I think Gus them probably gonna try to embarrass these dudes, man.
I think they're gonna run it Travis Hunter like he's never been run it before in his life.
I think, man.
Especially since he won't lead the field or he's not. I'm not gonna talk about that, but
they better put it. They better have their hats on because Gus pulling out all his tricks in that game.
So then,
I'm calling Gus to win the Big 12 though. I'm calling Gus.
That's right. You did. Then you got Kansas State. Now, didn't Kansas State play in the championship game last year?
It was at Kansas. Both of them teams are starting to get pretty good. Those are formidable opponents, man. Kansas State a formidable opponent.
And then they got Fafita, man. Ain't nowhere in the world. The team is brutal. I only want Alabama to play for Arizona. Because the passion that they play like Saban 2012.
They blue collar. Arizona blue collar.
They will hit you in your chest, your heart.
Yeah.
They're trying to get down to your spinal column.
Yeah.
And I don't care what nobody say. Fafita is a truck driver or a warehouse manager. And he's 32 years old. That boy is not 19 years old.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He played like a grown man, but the spiral is so tight. So going back to the thing, Cincinnati, I think they get a break in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, I ain't heard no because Luke Fickell is in Wisconsin.
He gotta come see me.
Who playing Wisconsin? But go ahead, proceed.
Who is Wisconsin lose to in the third game of their season?
Okay. I know that. But go ahead.
Texas Tech. I don't know about Texas Tech.
Texas Tech, man. I think that's, brother. Think about it, man.
It's a shootout, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a shootout because Oregon almost lost to Texas Tech last year. I think except for that last drive. Yeah,
that new defense. I hope they got some.
Yeah,
they can adjust on the fly because they will be running.
Tech is gonna be a game, man.
Utah, they ain't beating Utah.
No, they ain't beating Utah.
They're not beating Utah, and it's not. And that's not Utah's Super Bowl.
No,
it's not. No. Who else we got? The last two. Kansas. So between Kansas and Kansas State, I'm just they're not beating one of them Kansas teams. Yeah, I think it's Kansas. And then they got a man coming to
town. Grown man.
Got a man. 60-year-old man with a mullet.
Yeah, that's a loss right there, bro. That's a loss.
You don't think the Cowboys gonna do them?
Yeah, Cowboys gonna do them dirty.
Dirty, he say.
Cowboys gonna do them dirty.
I'm telling you, man. I don't.
Cowboys do them dirty. But it's
leave it alone. We can call it. We can go into some schedules at another time. But I did want to hit that one because I think I had it at 4 or 5 games, man. So either way, however they fall.
4 or 5 games, dude. It's just gonna be. I'm telling you, Colorado's gonna be the laughing stock. You lose all your mojo. You lose all your shine. You know what I'm saying? If they lose 4 or 5 games, and it's like players gonna really be like, why am I going out there now? Because Travis Hunter and my man Shador are gone.
Yeah, because I'm like, and then
I'm just saying the shine is gonna come off if they go 4 and 5. It's coming off, bro.
Well, this year too, like unless they do it, unless it happens right there at Cincinnati game, if you lose Shador, pray they don't. But if he gets hurt or banged up, them games can get really, really ugly without Shador out there. Other games they kind of kept them in check a little bit, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they have their experience at quarterback to carry them very far. But this is a different topic before we leave this one. But it was talking about him being the #1 draft pick, right? Mm-hmm. Or the first quarterback taken or the top pick. I don't know. I looked at it, man. I didn't even know he was that highly touted, but he is. He's at the top of everybody's quarterback list. But
pick, man.
Of the 8 quarterbacks that were taken last year, I think the Caleb Williams had the lowest win count. Okay. He won like 8 games. Mm-hmm. So I guess he had won the Heisman year before, right? Mm-hmm. He had not a great season, but he won 8 games, #1 draft pick. Mm-hmm. Do you think he has enough? Does he have to win 8 games to be a #1 draft pick? Does he can he get to the combine or whatever? And they be like, oh, or do his private workouts, and they be like, oh yeah, we want you to do it. And then like Michael Penix still win the first round with the injuries, and still had this back thing going on. Is that going to? It's just a lot. If you get a guy that don't win, case in point, that jabroni up there in the New York Giants, man, he didn't have a great record at Duke,
right? But
they giving him all this money.
Yeah, that's my whole point. I think Shedeur Sanders will be a top 10 pick.
Top 10, so still top 10.
Yeah,
okay, but somebody's gonna let him go and do what this dude is doing in New York Giants. I think that whole win. I think you're gonna see a real. They already talking about it. It's a real big difference between Bryce Young last year and what you're gonna see coming up this year. They saying it's like, whoo, because it's like when I first saw Bryce Young, I'm like, who baby is this on the field? I'm like, oh, that's cute. Look at that. I said,
a little tall.
That's why I should have been. Yeah, I was like, man, that's nice, man. One of the coach's sons out here throwing the ball around. They was like, that's Bryce. I was like, wait a minute, what? That's the guy, how they touted. Then we got in the game, I was like, man, get him out of this state.
Man.
Did you see him play his first games?
Listen.
When he went in, the old boy got hurt, and they put him in, his balls came through like what? Get this man off the. Oh my God, he gonna get hurt, and we gonna lose.
Look,
and then like he came back the next year.
Look,
okay,
man, that Bryce Young in college. I don't know what he's doing in the pros now, but that guy was an assassin, and Bryce Young used to get on my nerves. And I'm gonna tell you, he used to get on my nerves because it's like he'll do this, run around, stand up. All these people flying all over him. He just back there, then he do this little smile. That the smile used to get on when he used to like score on you and then do that little smile. Oh my God, man. That used to get on my nerves. Let me get out of here because you got me riled up. Bryce Young used to get on my nerves with that smile he used to do after he do you. You know what I'm saying?
It took me about it took me about 6 games, and then I finally took my mouthpiece out, the neck brace off. I was like, I guess he gonna make it. Because I thought he was gonna get crushed.
His elusiveness, man, was awesome, man. His presence in the pocket was, he was that guy, man.
And he knew how to take a sack or whatever, but
man, that guy got on my nerves, man. God, Jesus.
But I just think that, I don't know, man. I guess he got to be a first round pick, but and then a lot of his success of being a first round pick is gonna be like, what are these six first round pick quarterbacks? What are they gonna do? Statistics shows that 4 of them. Well, statistics shows that less than 30% of them 6 players that get to play going to be awful. It's like, maybe we hear a new wave where college quarterbacks are so prepared. They just come in and they do the Caleb, what's his name? Caleb Williams? No, not Caleb Williams. The one that Caleb Stroud at Houston Texans.
Oh, no.
It's not Caleb. CJ Stroud.
He might be a Caleb because it's a CJ, so he might be a Caleb.
Yeah. So maybe they do a CJ Stroud because of all the advanced training they get, and they just execute better. So because we know Shedeur has been doing camp since he was 2.
Calvin. He could be a Cleophas.
Could be a Charles.
Yeah, could be a Charles.
Charles Stroud.
Charles James Stroud.
No, Charles Jackson Stroud. I gotta look it up downstairs over. Go.
What can the folk find, man? Let me get out of here.
Hey, man, I gotta go out here cut that grass.
I enjoyed this conversation, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. It's gonna be more.
I enjoyed that, bro. I enjoyed it today, man.
It's gonna be more.
What, man?
Courage, Bernard.
Is what?
Stroud.
Is what?
Coleridge.
His name is Courage?
Coleridge. Or Coleridge. I think it's Coleridge. COLERIDGE. Bernard Stroud the 4th.
Hold on, where did the J come from? He should be CB Stroud.
You're right.
You're looking at the wrong person, man.
No, I'm not. I'm looking him dead in his face. He went to Rancho Cucamonga. I did walk. Elroy, I'm the king out here.
Hey, he can't be. He can't be CJ Stroud. He got to be CB Stroud, man.
No, because he's a junior.
Oh,
to his daddy.
C junior.
But he's a fourth, so he's not a junior to his daddy. He's a junior to his daddy.
Yeah. No,
but so
you wouldn't be a junior to your daddy, man. You would just be the fourth.
Well, it's Coolidge, Bernard, Stroud the third.
Junior.
Oh, his daddy got.
Is he the third or the fourth, man? You say he the fourth. What is it?
His dad is the third.
So he's the fourth. He's not a junior. He's a fourth.
But I mean, you're a junior to your dad, is what I mean.
I guess so, tight.
Because they still try to. My wife don't like the junior, so we got a second, and my son keep trying to call him junior, and I'm like, we're not doing that in this house, according to my wife. I don't like FJ anyway. Yeah, Coolidge.
Okay.
Bernard. They got to be where it came from, right?
Who's junior? I guess so. CJ. I guess C junior. Okay. I got it.
And his I didn't know his dad's on vacation.
Man, get out of here, man. All right, man. Why are you looking like that? No, I won't even know. I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't want to know. Well, hey, man, we appreciate y'all coming in.
His daddy got 3 strikes, but he don't play baseball.
We appreciate y'all coming in. We appreciate y'all coming in here. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know. We appreciate y'all coming in here and spending a little time with us. Appreciate the Alabama fans, man. Y'all can find me at _Auburn Addicts on all platforms. Tell your family, friends. Again, on the Alabama side, I know you got Auburn fans, and on the Auburn side, I know you got Alabama fans, man. So, tell your people about both channels and check us out. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
what you got, Tight?
So we over here at Tight Sports on YouTube, Tight Sports Talk on X. And to the people who do proudly wear scripted A on your life, on your spirit, and you got those people that's wearing the other A stuff, just bring them on over. Bring them on over. The doors to the title runs is open. Just come as you are. Come as you are. Know that the GOAT and the previous GOAT, they love you. They want your football life, your college football life, to be abundant. Enjoy.
The GOAT? Oh, did you say like the GOAT as in it's like Kalen the boy is a GOAT? Did you say
the GOAT and the previous GOAT? This man's been disrespectful. Does he know that this great university program has 2 GOATs?
You're a false prophet. You're a false prophet.
Paul Bear Bryant.
Okay, I thought you was going to say Caleb DeBoer. Okay.
Nick Saban and the GOAT in training, Caleb DeBoer.
You're a false prophet.
He's a GOAT in training. They don't want to admit it.
You're GOAT in training. Okay.
GOAT in training. Yeah, he could go undefeated this year. 15-0 championship. 14-1 championship.
We'll see.
13-2 championship, possibly. So come on over. Come on over.
That's common for me. Come on over, Jim Jones.
Come on over,
Jim Jones.
We're drinking Powerade, not Kool-Aid. That's what they got over there. That's what they got over there. Over there. Over there. They drink Kool-Aid.
I'll drink that Kool-Aid, man. Don't drink that Kool-Aid, man.
Got all them Iron Bowl losses just tallying up.
That Kool-Aid, man. Telling y'all, man. That's a sinking ship. Anyway, we'll see y'all next time, man. And we want to say to y'all, War Eagle, to all my Alabama people, let me get a War Eagle. War Eagle.